There we go, Skald against the Black Priory. That screenshot. Alright. What's the ... Nothing. Okay, cool. That's probably where continue is gonna go, maybe. New game, load. We don't have anything to load. I just wanted to see the load screen. Okay, start module, settings, credit. What's in the settings? Let's see what we got here. We got map autosave is on, rest autosave is on, tactical icons always on is disabled. We might turn those on. Tactical grid's on though. Stealth is, show stealth info isn't disabled. Oh. Heck yeah, I'm putting that on. I don't even know what that means yet, but I'm putting it on. Combat pop-up length is normal. Tutorials extensive. Controller sensitivity, so you can play with this with controller. Ooh. Difficulty normal. The current difficulty normal is the game's intended difficulty, so that's what we'll play it on. There is only very limited artificial smoothing of certain dice rolls. I will say what? Attribute rerolls 1, player rerolls 1. If this number is greater than 0, the system will reroll any of the player's attribute checks that many times and pick the most favorable one to the player. Same with the player reroll, okay. Damage rerolls 0, enemy rerolls 1. Oh wow, the enemies get rerolls too. Do they get the most favorable? Yeah. Enemy damage 0, reroll 0. Miss smoothing. 3. The degree to which the engine compensates player miss streaks by increasing to hit chances. So basically, is this saying you can miss 3 times in a row and then the 4th time you're gonna hit? Is that what this is saying? Combat heal. If enabled, the party will heal fully after each combat. No encumbrance. If enabled, the party has no limit to carry capacity. Cannot die. XP for KO character is enabled. Ignore food. No trash mobs. Okay, we're leaving it. We're gonna leave all that as is. Display. CRT filter. Activating this filter gives the game a fuzzy retro look. Soft. Classic. Oh wow. That's crazy. High-end. Arcade. Kitchen TV. Kitchen TV. Mini CRT. Old TV. Ooh, even got the lines. Look at that. Even got the lines. Broken black and white. And none. Okay. VSync is off now. Classic console enabled. It uses the class's C6 Commodore 64 color theme? Oh, come on, get out. I haven't played a Commodore 64 game in a few months. Yeah. Fancy lighting, weather effects, screen shaking. Okay, what do we got for audio? All right, we're gonna turn that down a little bit. Oh, whoa, why do you go by 20s? All right, put it at 60. Put that at 80. Controls. Okay, fonts. You can change the fonts? Ooh, fancy. Alright, I'm gonna say that's cool. We're ready. Are we ready? Are y'all ready? Is everybody ready? Everybody holding on to their butts? You start a new game. It's gonna give a story, I'm hoping. Choose a visual style. Default is recommended. No, we can just go. Continue. Welcome to a character creation. Start by picking a difficulty for your playthrough. We're just going with the normal. Normal is the intended, so that's what we're doing. Next, select a class for your character. Classes define a character's role in the party by adding certain exclusive abilities. We have Arms Master. He has all the arms, none of the waist. The Arms Master is a warrior that does not have a specialized feat tree. Instead, the Arms Master has access to all combat-centered feat trees, and they start with extra development points to represent their martial expertise. I'm disappointed this is called Bard and not Skald, because a Skald is a type of Bard, so, you know, just that's my thing. Anyway, Bard. The Bard mixes the rogue's decent combat skills and high maneuverability with the use of arcane magic. Battle Magos. The Battle Magos is a Magos specializing in destructive spells of the Fire Magic School, so basically a sorcerer, huh? Unlike other Magi, they also get access to a few basic combat-related feats and may wear light armor. Champion. The Champion is a cleric who excels in the use of blades and armor, so basically a paladin, while still having limited divine spellcasting abilities. Okay. Guild Magos. A Guild Magos is a spellcaster who can develop all the different arcane spell schools fully. This comes at the cost of having absolutely no combat-related feats. Okay. This is our cleric. Hierophant. A Hierophant is a cleric who can develop all the different divine spell schools fully. This comes at the cost of having absolutely no combat-related feats. Wow, that sounds familiar. Hospitaller. A Hospitaller is a cleric who serves as a frontline healer, well-armed and armored. They can stand their ground against overwhelming foes whilst also getting access to the highest tiers of the Body Magic School. Body magic. Is this like weird monkish type thing? I don't know. Officer. The officer is a skilled warrior who serves as a force multiplier through their tactical skills, issuing orders across the battlefield. They vastly improve the performance of their fellow party members. Ranger. The ranger is a warrior, specializing in ranged combat and with access to limited nature magic. Yeah, where's our bard, our druid? There's no druids? Where's my druid? Is this the only guy that gets nature magic? That's sad. And Thief. Thief is a rogue who uses stealth to set up devastating backstabs. That's it. It's all you do. Who are we going to be? Who is our class for today? Kind of want to go Bard only because you get the Rogue and Arcane Magic. But if we go full Mage, just nuke everybody when we get high enough, right? Or we could go Healer and just heal everybody and everyone else has to just, you know, nuke them for us. We could do Combat Healer. Combat Medic. I don't want to be... I'm surprised they made Ranger a warrior type, not a rogue archetype. I don't know why. Presence. Oh wait, what are that? Strength. So we have agility, presence, strength, presence, intellect, presence, intellect, presence, strength. So we know there's strength, agility, presence, and intellect. Are those the only 4 attributes, or is there more? Are there more attributes? I ask. Do I have a button to do that? Hold on, I'm looking at something real quick. Sorry. Okay, I don't see a button to do that, so we should switch. Okay. Little Jacob with the raid!
Ladies and gentlemen, we have incoming. I repeat, we have incoming.
Welcome on in, everybody, from Little Jacob's stream. How are y'all doing tonight? We're checking out Skald against the Black Priory. We're trying to decide what class we're going to be, but I'm going to have to go stop here real quick and go feed the cat. and then we're going to be right back. So I'm going to throw us to a BRB screen. Sorry that you just came in and we're going straight to a BRB screen. But cats call for food, and we must answer. So, and blink, game. Alrighty, sorry. Having a cat on prescription food means you have to monitor. Otherwise, the other cats try to eat all that food, and the other cat that has the prescription food doesn't get anything to eat. You know, it's just a whole thing. Where were we? We were trying to figure out who to be, what to be, what to be. Battle guy? Fire magic? Fire. Fire, fire, fire. Guild? All the magics. Hierophant? All the gods. Thief. Backstab, backstab, backstab. Stealth, stealth, stealth. We're gonna need a thief, but usually they give you a thief, right? In most of these games, they expect you to be the like arms master, right? The guy who can do everything. Well, not everything, but everything fighty. I don't know. I don't know who to be. I'm usually the mage. Usually the mage. Let's go with mage. We'll go with mage. Let's be the mage. Okay. Select a background for your character. Backgrounds add points in skills, influence, starting conditions, and narrative content. Continue. You can be an alkalite. No, you can claim a connection with the divine that goes far deeper than most, whether legitimate or not. It says of not, though. You're always ready to dispense holy wisdom, be it imperial gospel or the profane ramblings of the heretic. Wait, imperial? Are we in the Warhammer universe? Courtier. You spent your time kissing noble arses and has made your time spent. I can read. I'm gonna have to read, right? Your time spent kissing noble arses has made you a master of navigating the cutthroat politics of the imperial lay courts. Criminal. You are an esteemed member of the Empire's teeming underworld with a special knack for getting in and out of places you shouldn't be. Entertainer. In equal parts despised and adored by the wealthy of the Empire, the traveling entertainer can make a pretty penny off their blinding charisma and nimble fingers. If I wasn't Bard, we'd do that. Ex-legionary. A member of the old breed, forged and tempered by the hardships of soldiering, you now belong to the ever-growing fraternity of fellow men and women with scarred bodies and broken minds who roam the Empire in search for a quiet piece of land to call home. Gilder. Like so many of the Empire's young and promising, you were recruited into guild service at a fairly early age. As the saying goes, work for the illustrious guilds tends to leave you with gold in your purse and blood on your hands. Laborer, you spent years toiling under the oppressive yoke of hard labor. Though it may not have left you with much coin in your pocket, it has given you an unnatural resistance to hardship. Monastic. You have served one of the holy orders of the Empire from the safety of one of its walled monastic communities. Pray the world has not grown too cruel in your absence. Noble. An individual of old blood, you learned long ago that wealth and connections tend to open doors that are otherwise closed to the filthy masses. Nomad. You are nomad at nobody. No, sorry. You've spent years across the seas living with the desert nomads. Though ever the outsider, the nomads deemed you trustworthy enough to become an initiate in the mysteries of their pagan fire worship. Sailor. You've heard the call of the mother of maelstroms, and saltwater now runs in your veins, whether on the deck of a gilder caravel or manning the sails of a meager fishing sloop. You feel most at home when you're at sea. Sellsword. With the once mighty legions of the Empire in decline, this is an age of sellswords and mercenaries. There is no shortage of those willing to pay professionals to wreak violence on others, and you are very good at your job. Snake cultist. Writhing with serpents in darkened cellars and hidden temples has left you immune to the snake's kiss. Now that might be 100% poison resistance. That's crazy. Street rat. Spending your formative years fending for yourselves on the hard streets of the Empire's sprawling cities has left you with a preternatural instinct for surviving. No crime is too petty, no meat too mysterious. Thug. Punch first, ask questions later. You have perfected the noble art of solving problems with brute force. Vagabond. Having spent most of your teenage years on the road, you are a free spirit with no allegiance to anyone, any one person or place. Drifting from place to place, you go where there is work, food, and a warm bed to be had. And Wildling. As the light of civilization fades, the vast wilderness of the Empire encroach on the civilized folk. Thankfully, you don't count yourself among those. The sky is your temple, and the howling of wolves your litany. What is our mage's background? What's sellsword? Athletics and vitality, things we will not have a lot of. Or we could be a snake cultist. No poison. That sounds really, really useful. No poisoning. I'm the mage immune to poison. Let's go with it. We'll be a snake cultist. Distribute points to your primary attributes and skills. These go a long way towards defining your character mechanically. Alright, so our primary is intellect, right? Since we're a magos. Alright, so there's agility, measure of hand-eye coordination, nimbleness, and dexterity. There's fortitude, which nobody had as their primary attribute, describes how tough and resilient a character is. Intellect, mental acuity, recall, and analytical skill. Presence, a character's ability to read and react to the surrounding environment and people. And strength, a measure of a character's brawn and physical power. Alright, so of course we have 5 stat points. How many can we go? Can we put them all? We can only go up to 4 in intellect. So we can be super smart. We should be a little bit hardy. And a little presence. Hi, Debility108. How are you doing? We're trying out Skald against the Black Priory. We're making our character right now. How's your night going? Alright, so we get 6 points in skills. Lore. Alright, so what are the skills? We got athletics. Athletics are used to jump, climb, swim, or sprint. Awareness. The ability to notice small details and hidden things. We want that. Crafting is used when you're creating items at a crafting station. Diplomacy is used to lie, bargain, or sway others in negotiations. It influences prices at merchants. Wait, what does awareness use? Presence, okay. Healing. Healing is used in camp to increase the rate of wound recovery for wounded characters. It also influences the amount of vitality regained from healing potions and is used in dialogue tests when dealing with medical issues and such. It's a presence skill, okay. You got this on Epic, I don't know what the heck it is. It's an old style RPG, and that's why we're trying it out. It reminds me of like old Pools of Radiance or the original Baldur's Gate #1 in its makeup. But yeah, it looks like one of those. But I think it's set in like a Warhammer-esque type universe, because I keep calling the Empire and Heretics. So I don't know, we're gonna find out. Lore, a general knowledge skill. That's it. Just, if you want to know it, lore has it, I guess. Stealth is used during adventuring. In particular, it determines if NPCs notice the party as it moves around. Counts encumbrance from armor and footwear. Survival is used to forage for food, navigate difficult overland terrain, and also determines a character's general knowledge of nature. And thievery, used to pick locks and pockets as well as to steal from shops. Counts encumbrance from gloves. Okay. We have 6 points to distribute in these. How many can we go up? I just want to see. We can go up to 8. Okay. We want diplomacy because that gives us prices, right? We want better pricing. We want awareness because that's going to find us the hidden shit. We want lore, of course, because that's intellect. What else is intellect? Crafting was also intellect. Athletics? We're a mage. We don't do athletics. That's what magic's for, right? I wonder if crafting is going to be a big part. Like, can we craft whatever we want, or is it only like... all right, we'll put crafting, and then we'll put more lore. And should we get... I mean, stealth sounds useful, but at the same time... At the same time, it's our low-balling skill there. Survival, maybe one in survival so we don't die out in the wilderness. Yeah, that's what we'll go with. Okay. Okay. Continue. Feats. These are the feats derived from your class. Distribute your development points in them to gain benefits and new abilities. To gain spellcasting abilities, you must purchase ranks in the relevant violet feat tree. Feats, yes, but not those kind of feats. Those you have to pay for. These are the FEATS feats. Feat tree. Gulp. More spells can be learned by studying spell tomes that you acquire during adventure. Ooh, a tree of feats. So what is it? What is this one? Arcane spellcasting. What's this one? Touched by the reticulum. I don't want anybody to be touching my reticulum. That sounds personal. Don't be doing that. Oh, sorry. All right, we want spellcasting. You need to distribute your points before proceeding. Oh. Can we not? Okay, one rank. There we go. Cannot place rank. The maximum number of ranks. Okay, so we can only have one of one there. OMFG. What do we have? Air magic, earth magic, fire magic. All right, what does this one give us? If you touch someone's reticulum, you get Arcane Font Initiate or Sorceress Initiate. And these get 6 ranks to them. At rank 1, we get Increased Spell Aptitude. At rank 3, Increased Lore. At rank 4, Spellburn. What is Spellburn? Oh, you can click on them. Target the character themselves. Deal 1 to 8 damage fire damage. Restores 3 to 6 Magical Aptitude Attunement. Wait. So you target yourself, do fire damage to yourself, and you get magic points? That sounds painful. How what's this do? +1 magical aptitude. What's this do? +1 lore. Okay. What does this do? Increase crafting. Okay. Magical aptitude. Max cascade. I don't even know what a cascade is. Oh, it tells you. The maximum numbers... Hey, I was reading that. The maximum numbers of spells a particular spellcaster can cast in a single turn due to cascade effects. Okay. Okay, so what's air initiate get? Wait, we only have air, earth, and fire. Where's water? We can't be the avatar up in here? Aw, man. I don't have a profanity filter, so why is it starred? Is it because it was a link? What is that? I wanted to be the avatar. Yes. Never mind. Oh, you have to send me the link if you want it posted. I think there's a link thingy. Was it like onlyfeats.com? Was that what it was? Just kidding. Don't go there. I don't know if it's a real site, but if it is, don't go there. No. Okay. Do I need to send it to you on Discord? You do. Or you can whisper me on Twitch, but I have to have a window open for that. It's a clip I just made of you. What? There's a clip command. There is a clip command. I did make a clip command. I think it's exclamation point clip. I get clips. I love clips. Thank you. Yeah, but this way was better. Was it better? Was it butter or was it better? Was it a butter man or a better man? Ooh, blink. You get blink in tier 1. Wait, does blink do what I think? Targets character themselves, adds conditions, lesser haste, lesser invisibility. That, okay, we'll go with it. Mark of blurring. You target yourself and you become blurred. Blurred. Last in the end of combat can be removed by magic. +2 dodge. Wait, hold on. Then you can see what is lesser haste. +3 movement. Alright. Magic missile. Hey, I want to cast magic missile against the darkness. Targets any opponent anywhere on the battlefield. 1d4 magical aptitude plus magical aptitude damage. Okay, so magical aptitude's your modifier for magic spells. Got it. And Steel Breath targets any opponent anywhere on the battlefield. Adds conditions fearful, which gives them -2 to hit, -2 willpower. And adds status afraid, afeared. It can be afeared. Not that one. I want to see what else it did. What's disrupted? -1 to hit, -1 movement, -1 ranged hit. -3 dodge. Wow, that seems. And then also mute. You become silenced. Okay, so we definitely need to become an air initiate. Because that sounds like air magic focus. +1 air magic. Learn 2 new spells. How many points do I have? 8 ranks, okay. What's Earth give us? It was about my reticulum. Don't be talking about my reticulum on stream. That's rude. That's a very personal matter. I don't talk about your reticulum when I go, you know, I don't be talking about people's reticulum, is all I'm saying. Unless you have permission, prior consent about their reticulum, you know? Get reticulum consent before talking about people's reticulum. Arcane Shockwave. Targets all in a line. Mark of lethargy. Become slowed. Summon vermin. Summons one of the following creatures in each target area tile. Giant bat, crab, and giant rat. Why is crab the only one that has a thing here? Crab is food. Used in baked crab. Many of the Empire citizens will pay a pretty penny to get their hands on this soft, sweet meat. Boiled in salt water and served on white bread with melted butter and squeezed lemon, crab meat is truly a feast. Crab. Sea spiders. Swarm of gnats. Target anyone and you get gnats, okay. What does fire give you? Aura of flame. Targets all opponents and allies in the target area. Deals 4 to 8 fire damage, magical fire damage. Okay. Flaming fists. Flaming fists! Target any opponent or ally adjacent to the caster. Deals 4 to 8 damage. Okay. Fire warrior. You target yourself, you get fortified strength and lesser frenzy. Right, strength is +2 strength. That's easy. What's frenzy? +1 attack count, so you attack more. And mark. All right, this makes sense because the fire one was for the battle magos, and they had battle skills. So this makes sense as the fire stuff's all battle like stuff. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so we have 1 in each one of these. We can go 6, so we can specialize, right? Increased attunement. +5 attunement. He's casting. I'm gonna do 1 there. What did this one give us? Increased spell aptitude? Okay. And this one... Increased casting. Crafting with the C. 3 tiers will get me the next one, which is what? You get Blink, Mark of Blurring, Magic Missile, and Steel. So the only thing that got added was, nope, that's the same stuff. Air Magic Focus, you get this. And learn 2 new spells from the Air Magic. Wait, how many do you get in this? Oh, so you only get 2 of these spells. So here you get another 2. Yeah. How many points? I have 2 left? Two new spells. Air and Earth. You can be diametrically opposed to myself. Alright. So it gives me access here, but I'd need to level up to get the next 2. So I think I'm gonna get this 2 summonings on this one. Since we have Magic Missile here. 5 attunement. Oh, that's why you'd want to get attunement. Got it. That makes more sense for spell burn now, because you get attunement, so you can cast more spells. But you have to take damage on yourself. Interesting. So it's kind of like a consume, like in WoW with the Warlock, you consume yourself to get more mana. But it's kind of like there. Okay. Okay, we got all our skills distributed. Pick new spells from the Earth Magic. 2 new spells from Earth Magic. No. I'm gonna do Summon Vermin. Ooh, wait, do I do Summon Vermin and Swarm of Gnats, or do Arcane Shockwave? Because Arcane Shockwave is another damage ability. $15 attunement for that though? How much was Summon Vermin? 10? How much is Gnats? 3? You know what? Gnats it is. Let me summon lots of Gnats. Everyone's gonna be natted out. Alright, 2. Oh, we only get 2? I thought we got 4. Boo. Or maybe we get 2 and then we get the next one. Seems to be going in some sort of order. So I want Magic Missile and Steel Breath for my first. Oh. Okay. Finalize your character by editing their appearance. Okay. What do we got? Male or female? That's it. Do you see the difference here? Look at this. If you're male, you get a little gold patch right here, and if you're female, you don't. Your portrait doesn't change. You have to change that separately. Wait, are there even female portraits? Oh, I see them. Wait, we were snake cultists, right? That's what we picked as our background, snake cultist. He looks snake culty. He looks beat up and like abused. I mean, this also looks snake. That's gonna be us right there. It will be that person, maybe. No, it will be the abused person. Yeah, hairstyles. Oh wow. I want that one. That's what we're going with. Facial hair. Oh, if we would have stayed male, we would have got the facial hair, but we don't get any facial hair as female. Color? Ooh, I think I'm gonna go white hair though. Black, white, yeah, we'll go there. Skin tone. There's just 1 and 2. Okay, main color. 12, 13, 14, 15. 1. Ooh, you can do all black. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10 is where we, no. We started here. Alright, I think I'm gonna just do black. It'll just be black. Tertiary color. Where's that purple at? Is that purple? Yeah, I guess so. We'll do that. Okay. I think we got everything. Continue. Type in a name. What is our name gonna be? 3 and 10 characters long and may only contain standard English letters A through Z. Standard English letters, Or Zarya. The Bold. No, yeah, Zarya. Prologue. Oh, we get story now. On the wine-dark, raging seas of the Outer Isles, a lone caravel struggles against the winds and waves toward the accursed land of Idra. The moan of creaking timbers, the tang of preserved fish. Your eyes slowly adjust to the darkness of the ship's dimly lit hold. Suddenly, something strikes the hull and the ship rocks violently. Your heart begins to pound and a feeling of unease grows in your stomach. Rise well rested and ready to go. Get up, mouth dry and head pounding. We rouse ourselves from deep meditation, thinking about all the snakes we no longer have to kiss. You get to your feet and become aware of agitated voices shouting up on deck. Something is not right. You should make your way up top and get a bearing on the situation. Be on our way. Can't be far. A desk with a maritime navigation map. The map is labeled the Outer Isles, and a course is drawn toward an isle named Idra. Interactions. Moving the cursor over an interactable object will make a yellow outline appear. Use the right trigger to interact with the object and press left trigger to examine it. Holding down left trigger will highlight all interactable objects in view. Okay, good to know. Some objects are hidden and won't be highlighted unless they are spotted. Something struck the ship! Okay. No, wait, go back here. Oh, you can click on things. We get a dagger or a club. Well, we'll take them all. Alright, so... Holding down... I was holding down left trigger. Is this the door? To your surprise, you realize that this door has been locked from the outside. It doesn't budge. Perhaps you could slip the lock with a thin blade or use something to smash it. If you have not already done so, you must equip a weapon. Press the X button on the controller to manage your inventory. But I'm using keyboard and mouse. Select items, okay. Select an item and press the A button. Why are we going with whatever? To use it. For weapons and armor, this means the item becomes equipped. Note that you can also press right trigger with the cursor. Okay. Alright, so... I'm gonna hit I. Nope, that's not it. Tab. I found the cheat screen. Tab again? Okay, good. Alright, it's not I for inventory. Main menu? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Continue. 6. There it is. We'll put the dagger in our... No. Dagger. What's this? Gold. I can't do anything with that. Okay. A? Oh, A is unequal. Okay, I see. Exit. Okay. Use dagger. You slip the dagger through a gap in the door and lift the bar that was locking you in. The door begins to creak open. As the door swings open, you can now clearly make out cries from the deck above. You should make haste. I mean, I can cast haste, can't I? Pass a turn, view journal, view inventory, hide, cast a spell. Okay. How did that button get hit? You know what? Hold on. Settings. There was a controls. Okay. Highlight. Left shift. Thank you. That's all I wanted to know. Okay. Now we can see all the interactables. We'll go to this chest. Oh, look. They have way more weapons in here. We should just, you know, hold on to them just in case the ship goes down. That's totally what we're doing. Wait, do we have an alignment? Can we view character sheet? View journal. Main quest. Need to investigate what's happening with the Zephyr. Waking up. Okay, factions. There's factions. Okay. View inventory. Does that show my character? Character, here it is. Snake cultists. 900 XP to go for level. Female human. I'm a human. Blech. Attributes. Okay, so there's no alignment or anything, so we have to decide who we're going to be here. Got it. Okay. Abilities. Poison immunity. That's because of my snakiness. Okay. Cool. Okay. Just wanted to see. Alright, so shift. That was the only interactable that we could get down here. You spotted something. You stop dead as you narrowly avoid stepping in a rust-red puddle. The stench of blood fills your nostrils, and as you look around in the dim light of the hold, you realize someone or something fought for their life here. The same moment the thought hits you, a hiss sound from the shadows. You squint towards the shadows as a hunched, pharaoh-looking form slowly slinks forward. Tiny, disgustingly human-like hands, yellow fangs, and a grotesquely dexterous pink tail leave no doubt of the creature's rodent nature. Though as it emerges from the shadows, it becomes abundantly clear that what may have started life as a common shipwreck has now grown into something that has no right to exist. A second hiss sounds behind you, and the abominations lunge at you. Attack! In combat, characters act in the order of initiative. You can view the initiative order by using the initiative widget on the left side of the screen. Moving cursor over the widget makes it pop out. Note that moving the cursor over a name will make that character's outline flash on the battlefield. The widget on the lower right side represents the character's action points. The yellow pips represent movement points. The violet pips represent attacks. Okay. You can move a number of tiles each combat equal to your movement points and attacks, but spending attacks to move means you won't be able to attack that turn. This is a good way of moving extra far. Performing an attack will clear out all remaining movement points, so once you attack, that's it. Kind of like D&D rules. In other words, attacking will end the character's turn in most cases. That's not true, because in D&D you could... No, that was Pathfinder. Pathfinder you could attack and then move, or move and attack. But you had to do... You couldn't mix and match, maybe? Can't remember. Okay, so shift for us brings up the tactical overlay and makes it easier to see what exact positioning the characters and the underlying grid. In the setting menu, you can toggle the tactical overlay to be always on during the player's turn. Draw steel. Deploy your party. I only have me. It's just me, man. We got double rats. Rats. I know both my spells do anywhere. No, one doesn't align and one does anywhere on the battlefield. Alright. Kind of want to stay where I'm at, but if I move to right here, and then I have a direct line in both of them, so I'm going to begin combat. Alright. I don't know what just happened. Cast a spell, perform an attack. I guess we're casting a spell. We're gonna cast... That'd be funny. Summon vermin against vermin. I'm gonna cast Magic Missile. And that guy. 7 damage. It has 1 wounds. Wounds 1. I don't know what that means. I thought I killed it then, right? Can we cast 2 spells? Can we do Magic Missile twice? 6 damage. Round 2. Ooh, I'm looking bad. And I think I'm infected by their genetics. We're gonna die right here. This is gonna be great. Yeah, we killed one. We killed 2. Victory! Gained 80 XP. We get rat tails. Yeah, always want those rat tails, baby. Alright. We do have inventory though, right? Do we have, what is this? We can't wear armor. We can't really use most of this. What is this? Attunement, what is this? Vitality. That looks like something we can use. We're gonna consume one of those. Alright. Yay. We're healed, but we're still sicked, right? Attributes, where do we see our sickness? Weakly diseased. Disease, -1 agility, can be removed by magic. I don't have anything to remove disease though. Okay. But we got our health points back, which is I guess something. Alright, what is interactable? This door, what is this? A crate with potatoes. Potatoes. What's taters, precious? Alright. I guess we go through this door? Since this is where the person crawled through? You have contracted a disease from your fight with the rats. You may see what conditions are affecting you by opening the character sheet. Not all conditions are negative. Okay? Negative conditions can often be cured by magic or rest. This disease can be cured by a potion. Pick up and equip the lantern to search the area. Some containers are hidden until your character spots them. Yes. There's a lantern. That thing? Picked up lantern. Do we have to equip it? Where's the lantern? Lantern equipped. Okay, cool. Now we have a lantern. I have spotted something. A barrel. Cure disease. How convenient. So now let's cure our diseases. Where'd it go? Right there. Yummy. We're no longer diseased. Alright. What else is in here? Oh, both doors come to this room. Goody for us. You spotted something. What did you spot? Oh, another barrel. What's in here? Salt? Salt's important. Should always pick up the salt. Oh, there's a ladder though. You emerge onto the ship's lower decks. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you become aware of a hulking figure standing in the shadows.
Zarya, here at last.
Freeze and listen carefully.
Feeling jumpy?
The brute growls with a smile.
Roland, why are you...
Yes, Roland, why are you skulking in the shadows?
The brute chuckles. Shadows suit a face like this just fine. No matter, there's trouble, and you're needed on deck now.
What for? What's all the noise?
The island is in sight, but the damn guilders refuse to land. They want to turn back.
Did they say why?
Only superstitious bills. They claim they saw something in the water. Either way, our boys are about to show them some very real steel.
I knew I'd regret charting a gilder ship, or if we can't land, we lose our shot at the girl. That one.
And no one gets paid. Listen here. I know our boys better than most. We've hired them to go to Idra and kill. If we don't pay them, things will go bad quickly. But the sailors are bloody terrified. They claim something is hunting us.
Let's go for all the good we do.
Wait, there are a few sailors up ahead, rattled as a pair of rabbits.
We're not here to make friends. If that was, is there a way past them?
There are 2 doors ahead. Take the left and we should be able to sneak past them without any trouble.
Okay, anything else I should know?
Let's just get off this bloody boat.
Motioning for you to take the lead, Roland falls in behind you. From above, agitated sounds can be heard. So go left. Oh, we get a person in our new character. You've added a new character to your party. Press right bumper on the character portraits to swap party leader. Okay. The current leader's attributes are used for tests outside of combat, such as awareness or stealth. Familiarize yourself with attributes and abilities of your party members and have the right character take the lead depending on the circumstances. When a new member joins your party, they level up to your current level. That's what the plus is for, okay. The level up icon on your party portrait shows the character is ready to level up. Press the X button and go to the feats tab to begin leveling up. So you can level up wherever. Ready. He's an alms master. Oh good, we get a warrior right off. Oh, this is party inventory, so not my personal inventory. What does he have? He has a two-handed blade, traveler's garb, studded leather. Here, have a helmet, dude. What is this? Leather armor? You have studded leather? Yeah, you keep what you got. They can give you a bow, too. Alright, I think that's good enough for now. Feats, though. You get to go up. What do you got? Arms Master? He's 11 ranks to distribute? Good night, man. This guy is already stacked. Arms Master. Melee accuracy, ranged accuracy, precise strike? What's precise strike? +4 accuracy. Bread for war. Bread for war. Water for peace. No, not that. Oh. Increased athletic, increased tougher. Second wind. Targets and they remove bleeding and get healing. Okay, cool. So you need some arms mastery and some bread for war. What else do you have? Archery initiate, axe initiate, club initiate. So it's every weapon. You're holding a two-hander, so give you some two-handed weapon stuff. We'll also give you single-handed weapon stuff. Okay, we have a bow available, so maybe we should give you archery. That way you can shoot, and we'll give you the bow. Increased athletics. What is this? Tough as nails. Increased toughness. Calloused hands. What's your charger? Charge bonus. Charge bonus. Smashing charge. Your charge causes 1 to 3 additional blunt damage. That sounds painful. Give me some tough as nails. And a charging. Alright, but we gave you that, right? We gave you this. Blade damage. We'll go 3 here and 3 here, okay? Actually, we'll go 1 here, because you're holding a two-handed right now. We'll go here and then give you the bow. Inventory. Cannot exit the screen. Click save and save and exit. Wait, what is this? Light armor mastery. Ooh, should we have gotten some of that? You know what? Take off calloused hands. Give him some light armor mastery so he can increase his light armor use. Yeah. He can charge later. Alright, and then... Oh wait, I was doing stuff. Give him the bow. And do we have arrows? You can have the arrows too. There you go. Alright, Roland. Oh, what was your 6? Go back, I'm sorry. Attributes, what do you got? You have no awareness, so you are not the leader of this party, that's for sure. You have 2 stealth, though, and more survival than I do. Definitely more athletic, so if we're doing any athletic things, Roland is the man. Okay. I have more awareness. I have less stealth, though. Maybe I should put him on for the stealth? Since he has a 2 stealth? Alright, anyways. Ah, so whoever's highlighted is the party leader. What is this? Perklin. The hell's a Perklin? We're taking it, but I don't know what it is. Ooh, we can interact with a workstation. This is the crafting screen. To create new items, place ingredients in the workstation grid and then press craft. So you can bake food. Okay. The recipe list in the left column represents known recipes. You learn new recipes by experimenting or by finding recipe books out in the world. Recipes that can currently be crafted are shown in green. Selecting a green recipe will automatically add all the necessary ingredients to the workstation. Crafting is dependent on the crafting skill. Crafting a valid recipe will always succeed, but depending on your skill and the recipe's difficulty, there's a chance you may produce more than one item. Okay. Perklin. The humble Perklin makes up for its meager size with its abundance. It's often preserved with salt and eaten year-round. The smell is an acquired taste. Potatoes. Used in baked potato, farmer's omelet, fish stew, fried steak, mashed potatoes, roasted eel, salted fish, and vegetable soup. And we have salt, so we can make salted fish here, it looks like. We do this, this, and this. Can we make salted fish? Salted fish. Fisherman's best friend, preferably eaten with a mug of ale on the side. Sure, we'll try it. Salted fish. Yay! 1 Perklin, 1 potato, 1 salt. Okay, cool. Now we've created something. What else do we got? Salted fish 2, okay. So we used our Perklin and we got salted fish 2. Look at us. Learning things. There's more treasures to be had. That's where we came in at. What is this? A note is scrawled in crude letters. Cook, I cannot stand another meal of salted fish. There's a limit to how long a man can live on salt, potatoes, and Perklin. Take heed, or get a dagger in the eye, you cheap bastard. That guy didn't like salted fish. Ooh, thieves' tools and gold. We don't have a thief yet. We need to get a thief into our... What is this? Oh no. There's a bed we can't use. That's that we can't use. Alright, so door on the left, he said, will let us go past the people. Press the hide button to go into stealth mode. You may also press left joystick to enter stealth mode. While in stealth mode, the indicator becomes visible. A yellow indicator means you're in danger of being spotted. While your indicator is yellow, it will count down to 0%. When it reaches 0, you're spotted and become visible. Moving in lit areas and being close to other characters will make the counter go down very fast. Stick to shadows and avoid other characters. Your ability to stay hidden is dictated by your stealth skill. Increase the skill to stay hidden for longer. Wearing armor makes it harder to stay hidden. If the indicator turns green, it means you are no longer in danger of being spotted. Spending time in green areas will refill your stealth meter. Okay, can I cast like... I can't. Cast. Alright, so he had a better stealth, so we're gonna select him and go hidden. Okay. We're at 100%. $77, 64, 50, 43, 27. Oh, we're back in business, baby. Alright. You spotted something. Is it that way over there? Let's get my stealth back up before we go over there. Okay. Oh, there's 2 dudes over there. Can we loot that without them seeing us? Oh, we're visible. Oh, we're back in green. Sweet. Wait, there's a wait. Ah, you can just pass time. Alright, where are we going? What is that? There's a door up there. There's a ladder up. This is where the sailors stare at you wide-eyed and terrified.
That Empress, it's coming for us. It whispers to me.
One of them draws a weapon with shaking hands. I can't switch. Shit. If I would have known we were going to be spotted, I would have, like... Which people? Go, Roland. You didn't make it. Failure. Half insane with tailors. They're half insane with tailors. Terror. The sailors scream and lunge at you. Blood will flow. Alright. You can be here, actually. No, be here in front of me. Yeah. Begin combat. Alright. Bow. Piercing damage, leg injured. Okay, me. Magic! Oh. Let's do a swarm of gnats on this guy. Disrupted. And that's it. That's all I can do. I'm out of spell points. Oh, I can use an item. Moderate attunement tonic. Okay. Disrupted ended. Oh, damn. Shoot him in the Jimmy!
That's a critical hit.
Oh, my Jimmy! He died. Okay. You can't escape me. I have magic missile. Ha 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 ha. 7 damage. I'm gonna just wait. Characters cannot hold actions once they've begun acting. Alright, then pass and defend. You only have one more arrow. So switch to your sword. And charge! Summon vermin, summon gnats. What do I know? Victory! Okay. Ooh, we got an axe and a key. Surgery door. Someone's doing surgery up in here? Surgery. Picked up a lantern. There's a bed here. You cannot rest anywhere in this area. You must look for a suitable campsite elsewhere. Did we open that door? We can't go in there? Oh, here we go. A shoddy wooden chest. Thievery or athletics. Party has 5 thieves things. Oop. Thieves things. Okay, let's try picking it. Hey! We got a 7. Okay. Nice. Alright, leave. Switch to Roland. No, just wanted to switch to you. Now you force this. You got the athletics. Bam! Unlock, bitch. Alright, so what's in it? A masterwork short sword and a buckler. Well, you can go sword and board, Roland. Alright, what else we got in here? Bed. Another bed. Has to go up. That's to probably continue on this deck. You emerge onto the deck and see 2 groups of men facing each other, with weapons drawn. The ship shakes violently in the grip of a storm as lightning tears across the sky. Amidst the din of the storm and their frantic arguments, you bellow for the attention of the assembled crew and mercenaries. Both the ship's captain and the leader of the mercenaries you hired, a coarse thug of a man named Estavo, turn their attention to you. They look ready to use the unsheathed weapons in their hands at the slightest provocation. Address the captain. You direct your attention to the ship's captain. You know him to be a reasonable but suggestible man. At present, his usually placid eyes are wild with panic or anger. Why have we not dropped anchor? Something dire stalks these shores. We cannot approach without risking the eye of that aura. A jittery mutter of agreement rises from the sailor, causing Estavo's eyes to darken even further. What horror, what have you seen?
Not but glimpses. My men have seen the shadows of something deep in water, stalking us. Nothing natural moves like that.
Estavo glares murderously at the captain. You renege on our deal based on a glimpse? There's desperation in the captain's voice.
We are seasoned sailors. We do not balk at shadows. You need to be alive to rescue this girl you speak of.
Okay. We're out of time. Sail us in or argue the point with Estavo. Estavo turns his steely gaze from you to the captain.
Let me spell this out for you, Sea Dog. We contracted to rescue the girl, but if you don't get us to the shore, we'll gut you for free.
Hey, Gorge. How you doing, Harry? How you doing? We're trying out Skald against the Black Priory. The mercenaries you hired all shift their weight in anticipation of making good on that promise. Captain, he's right. Do what you were hired to do. Something changes in the captain's expression. He stands tall.
I will not order my ship and my men to certain doom. We shall not get any closer to the coast where I have command.
Diplomacy. We're doing diplomacy again. I believe you, but my contract with these men does not mention your survival. 3 plus 2d6. Alright, roll it. Hey, we got it! Success! Diplomacy, okay. A few of the ship's crew lower their weapons. The captain's eyes flip between you and Estavo's murderous grin. He sheathes his blade and speaks softly, his voice barely audible over the snapping sails. Thank you for the check-in, Crimson Butterfly.
So be it. May the deep have mercy.
You gain 300 experience points. Suddenly, huge, monstrous tentacles burst from the water around the ship. For a split second before the terror sets in, you wonder what Estavo must be thinking as the monstrosities loom over him. After reaching their full height, the tentacles curve inwards and smash into the ship. Some pierce straight through the deck. Others snap the masts like they were matchsticks. You stand, frozen in place. Through a haze of splintered wood and panic screams, you notice Roland. He throws himself out of the way of a tentacle, but begins to fall overboard as the ship lurches once more. Hey, no, not Roland, we need him. You dash towards the ship's fractured rail, dodging holes in the deck and wounded men, beseeching you for help. Roland hangs by one arm from the side of the ship. Try to grab him. You lunge for Roland's arm, but he loses his grip and your fingers close around thin air. You missed him by an inch. He falls, wordlessly, downward. You watch as he is swallowed by the raging sea. Not Roland, no! The ship is listing fatally, and you see the great tentacles high above you, poised for the coup de grace. Abandon ship! As you jump, you hear the terrible rending of wood giving in to flesh. The impact of the water winds you, the waves pummel you down, the current beseeches you to go deeper, ever deeper. Peaceful blackness. Sink. Blub, blub, blub. No! Not the Kraken! 2 weeks earlier. Oh, now we go into the... Okay, this is before we got on the ship. Cool. A twilight meeting. A guardsman dressed in the livery of the noble house baron. The guard scowls at you somewhat.
Master Lyra awaits at the main entrance. You best talk to her if you're not already done so.
Wait, which way is the gate's entrance? Okay, that must be not the gate's entrance, okay.
Come here, whelp!
An aging armored man in the livery of House Baron stands and scowls at you. Eyes like coal peer out from a craggy face, fringed top and bottom with wild white hair. Return his challenging stare. The older man crosses his massive arms, steps forward and leans toward you.
So, young sellsword, come looking for scrap, have you?
Though his voice is full of gravel, there's now a glint in his eyes as though the old coals have begun to warm up. Gideon, you old fool. A single bark of laughter emanates from the dense beard as he embraces you in a crushing bear hug. Gideon may be older and grayer, but from the force of his hug, you don't reckon you'd have any more chance of beating him now than you did as a 12-year-old. Good to see you. Some things haven't changed. Gideon steps back and allows you to breathe again before grabbing you by the shoulders.
We heard your father's passing. Truly, he sits with Golden Dead now. Tell me, how did he die?
Inglorious battle at my side, drunk and reeking of his own piss. Let's not dwell on old wounds. Do you know why I'm here? We'll go. Inglorious battle at my side, yeah. Gideon's eyes narrow.
Then the old warrior died a fitting death.
Gideon is quiet for a moment, then breaks into a grin.
We'll raise a cup to his name together, you and I. Soon as you're done with Cato and I can rustle up some ale fit for a guest.
Gideon, why am I here?
Master Cato will chew your ear plenty when you see him. Zarya, Lyra, the new master-at-arms awaits you by the main entrance. She'll escort you, and don't ask her not to. If you think I had a temper...
The joke fails to hide the note of anxiety in the grizzled house guard's voice. Ooh, what are you hiding from me? Let's go for it. Let's try it. Do we get it? 8. 8 does not beat 15. Oh well.
I won't betray my master's confidence by saying more. Best you see him yourself.
The man offers a smile, but it fails to iron out the concerned creases around his eyes. Very well, I will go look for the master-at-arms. Or an ad break. I'll wait for the ad break. Ad break is on right now. If you're stuck in it, I'm sorry that you have to wait. Anyhow, we sing a song, waiting for the ad break to end. It's now over. Okay.
If you want to explore for old time's sake, take this lantern. Lord Baron will wait, and we don't want you getting lost in the hedge mage again.
The man laughs heartily and hands you a small brass lantern.
Whatever may come to pass, did this old warrior barrow of good to see you again, gal.
The old man slaps you on the shoulder in parting, almost knocking you off balance. He then seems to remember something as he leans conspiratorially.
My damn knees are acting up again. Can hardly sleep on account of the eggs, let me tell you. I'd take an arrow in the leg any day. But if you're going over to the kitchen later for a bit of grub, a bottle of brandy from the wine cellar would make me a happy man.
Gideon shifts as to emphasize his stiff knees. Arrow in the knee. Arrow in the leg. Is that a reference to something?
But first, don't keep Lyra waiting any longer. Talk to her first, and I'll be here for later.
Okay. Wait, do we have the lantern now? Where's our lantern? Equip the lantern so we can see. Oh. Wait, I don't want to... Let's talk to Lyra first. Woof! Oh, it's a doggy though! Okay. You pet the dog. Heck yeah, we can pet the dog. Are you Lyra? A woman stands before the main entrance to the villa. Her posture speaks of a graceful coiled power, that of a dueling ace. No doubt she is the new master at arms for House Baron. As you approach, she offers a quick, neat bow, just low enough to be respectful.
Greetings, Zariel. Master Cato welcomes you back to House Baron. The Master's eager to meet with you and is ready at your leisure. However, if you wish to refresh yourself first, he suggests you visit the kitchen for some food, and then perhaps walk the grounds and gardens.
Why have I been summoned?
That is for the Master himself to answer, and he will soon enough. For now, though, please get some food and look around. I'm sure old Gideon would be happy to see you if you've not talked to him already.
Very well.
Excellent. Though I'm sure you still know your way around the grounds, the kitchen is in the building to the east, and the garden and hedge maze is to the west. Come back and check in with me once you've stretched your legs.
Who's this guy?
You'll find the kitchen in the eastern end of the courtyard and the garden of the hedge maze to the west, and I need to remind you that it's a poor idea to enter the maze without a lantern. Have a good evening, milady.
Who's that guy? Alright, so wait. This is the maze, right? Who's these people?
Don't tell me you've an audience. Charmed, I'm sure.
Oh, they're just randos? Okay. So is there anything in the maze? Who are you?
You'll find the...
Oh, it's another guard. Okay. Wait, so is this the maze? Is it... Wait, so is this the maze? I mean, I have a lantern. Where's the maze? Is this it? Just walk around this place? Or is that the maze over there? Is this the maze? You stand before the gate to the hedge maze. It stirs old feelings of both dread and elation. The sounds and smells of the estate grounds as they were long ago call to you from distant memory. You feel you could easily plunge into their depths. Let yourself go and remember. Which daydream is it this time? Are you valiantly defending me from rebels again? Oh, this is someone's voice. Which daydream is it this time? Are you valiantly defending me from rebels again? Embla throws a pine cone at you, snapping you from your reverie. She's 10 years old, and you're a year her senior. Let's play hide and go seek in the maze. I'll hide. You faintly hear someone yell her name from the distance. You better run, Star Child. Only mother ever calls me that, Embla says, frowning. Where did you hear it from? Before you can reply, she flings another pine cone at you and darts off into the maze. Give chase. You hear a man's voice yell Embla's name again, much closer now. Either way, she's lost to you in the winding passages of the hedge maze. Your memory tugs at you, urging you on to the center of the maze.
Don't go that way. Never go that way. If you'd gone that way, you'd gone straight to the center of the maze.
I just wanted to go in a circle. Fill in the map, as it were.
I say.
Okay, so that goes back out that way. Who are you doing here?
I'm quite lost.
Ooh, subquest completed, the hedge maze. You stand at the center of the maze. It feels much less impressive than you remember. The ornamental pond was once an ocean, the rock at its heart a wind-swept island. You found me, daydreamer! You remember the tone of her voice and can almost see the impish 10-year-old girl wading through the pond. Why do you always come here? I like the water. It's so calm. Embla shoots you a mischievous look. You notice the faintest tang of ozone. She makes a slow motion hop through the water, her fingers trailing the pond surface, where water and skin meet, strange colors bleed and spread across the surface. Embla, you'll get in trouble. Stop it. Embla moves her fingers across the water's surface like a painter's brush. Colors spill across the pond, and for a sleeping moment, you fancy that you can see cloud-topped mountains. Or was it the ramparts of an impossibly large city reaching towards the heavens? The silence is shattered by a shout, along with the beguiling images.
Mistress Embla, the master requests you in the house immediately.
That's my father. Something was wrong. It's mother. She's ill again. I think I cause it with what I can do. It poisons her mind. How long until mother isn't mother, or until father isn't lord, or your father isn't master at arms? How long will any of it last? Why are you talking like this? I don't know. No one does. Everything falls apart in the end. Why are you talking like this? Do you ever feel like everything's a lie? Like there's a veil that covers everything, but in some parts it's thin enough to see through? Embla starts as your father steps breathily into the enclosed garden. He's red-faced from exertion and anger.
Young lady, you can't run off like this. The whole estate is looking for you. Your mother is ill and needs you now.
Say nothing. Your father shoots you a stern glance.
I'll deal with you later.
Embla says nothing as your father grabs her by the arm and hauls her past you back to the house. She doesn't meet your eyes as you pass. Finding yourself back in the present, a chill has crept into your bones. You best move on. Wait, is there anything here? Nothing's here? Wait, is there two ways to the center? Okay. Just making sure I get all the map in. Never know if there's hidden stuff somewhere. Good hidden stuff, you know? So yes, there's two ways to the center. But all that was for a memory. Memories of a time before this one. All right, let's go to the kitchens. And we'll get Kitty and some whiskey. All right, what's over here? You enter the kitchen and a pair of scullions offer a harried bow. It's all so much quieter, emptier, and gloomier than you remember. Of course, old Magda is no longer where she used to be, sitting by the oven, kind, red-faced, and tending a shank of lamb. Reminisce. You remember the matronly woman as she sat, humming to herself, pouring fat over the roasting meat. Child, come here, will you? Magda was always a beacon of kindness in a childhood where such qualities were few and far between. Magda clasps you gently with her tubby hand. Have you eaten? Before you can answer, she produces a small bundle of treats from her apron and hands it to you. As daughter to the Master-at-Arms for the Great House Baron, you did not go wanting, materially at least. Thank you. Magda looks at you with kind eyes as you pick at the bundle. He's here again, down in the cellar. He's not so good, my child, sleeping now. But it would be best if you got him to bed before his men see him like this again. The knot in your stomach is as real now as it was when you were 12. I'll go get him. Don't worry, he won't make a fuss. He just needs time. You know, Zaya, deep wounds take a long while to heal. The old woman turns back to her meat and resumed her meandering humming. The sound of a man clearing his throat snaps you back out of your reminiscing. May I help you, milady? The man in a chef outfit offers in a hoarse voice. What do we got? What's in here? Trap door. Oh. Empty bottles litter the floor of this room. You chuckle to yourself as you imagine the kitchen staff in their wine tasting sessions. No doubt much revelry has taken place here. Then a cool gust of air from the passage to the north. The wine cellar lies that way, and you can almost hear faint sobbing. Ghosts, no doubt. What's in the chest? Is this the Oh, a lantern. Just a lantern? We already have a lantern. We don't need another lantern. Wait, ghost? Let's go see the ghosts. This is the wine cellar. Didn't he say this is where the whiskey was? You're gripped by a long hidden memory upon entering this part of the cellar. You sealed it away, but in doing so preserved its strength, and now it demands freedom. You can still recall smelling him before you can make out his writhing shape in the dim light of the cellar.
Mistress Valeria, open the door.
Your father doesn't even notice you in the throes of his intoxicated ramblings.
How could they take her? Her chambers were locked from inside. Where is she?
Try to shake some sense into him. Your father jolts upright, the bloodshot whites of his eyes glaring out of the darkness.
We found her, wandering the forest outside the estates, Mistress Valeria.
Help him stand. Haltingly and leaning heavily on you, your father manages to stand.
She was never the same. Whatever happened broke her. It was the girl, you know. The seed was planted in Valeria that night. But how could you know? You were but a babe yourself.
You helped lead the now sobbing man out of the cellar. Stop it, father.
Lord Cato trusted me, and I failed him. But Valeria was one to pay the price. Mine broken, and that spawn of a child.
Your father's voice seethes with fury. Enough!
Don't talk back to me, you bastard! What do you know about honor, as much as your harlot mother?
Whoa. Your father steps away from you unsteadily, tears streaming down his contorted face. Strike the man. You draw a ragged breath and snap out of the memory, your knuckles white. You are alone in the damp cellar and don't particularly feel like dwelling there. Damn it, wrong button. Shift. Alright. Brandy. Let's get the brandy for what's his face. They say she's a fine girl. What a good wife she will be. The sailor said brandy. Ooh, can we get some lamb? Cured ham. Wait, can we get all the cured ham? All right. We got our stuff. All right. The chef offers a short bow and a tired but sincere smile.
I am Chef Armand, and my humble kitchen is at your disposal, my lady. Sadly, I was told of your arrival only minutes ago, and my oven must be fired up again. You must be famished.
Indeed I am.
My suggestion is thusly, while I stoke the fire, you run down in the pantry and fetch some cured ham and cheddar cheese. I will then teach you how to cook my renowned melted cheese sandwich, and you shall never want for an evening meal for as long as you live.
Very well.
Splendid! The pantry is west of the wine cellar, and the cheese is kept in the northernmost room. Return when you have the cured ham and cheddar, and I shall provide bread and instructions. Now venture forth into the underworld.
Okay. We'll go back down. I guess we missed the cheese. Cheese, please! The northernmost chamber. Oh, we didn't go in the chamber. The cheese room. Alright, we missed the cheese cellar. How could we? How could we? Alright, here we go. I have the ham and cheese.
Perfect. First of all, here's some bread. Now, the cauldron is quite empty and just warm enough for you to use. Remember, you need both the bread, ham, and cheese to make the perfect sandwich. Now go, give it a try and bring me the result. I shall see if you have it in you.
Alright, cheese sandwich. Bing, craft. One cheese sandwich. We only had enough bread for one. Okay, clear the rest. Oop. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn off your fire. Chef Armand, present the sandwich for inspection. Armand wafts the scent of the grilled cheese toward his nose. Ah, the crust of the bread, the softness of the cheese, the savoriness of the ham, perfection. You shall indeed never again go hungry in the night. Thanks. In the heat of the day. All right, let's go give Gideon his whiskey. Have you seen Lyra yet?
Have you seen Lyra yet? Best not keep her waiting.
Have your medicine.
Ha! That's some fine forging, young whelp.
Before you can get a word in, Gideon snatches the bottle, uncorks it, and drinks deeply. The old man, eyes closed in relief, lets out a deep sigh.
May your sleep be dreamless,
He speaks as if to himself. May your sleep be dreamless? Gideon smiles sadly.
An old soldier's greeting, something one of the mercenary would say to another as a prayer, to not dwell on painful memories, the kind that comes with the work. Your father and I.
Gideon halts momentarily and looks at you.
Your father and I would always part with those words. Now I've held you long enough. Be on your way.
Alright. Do we have any other quests? We did the hedge maze. Managed to find Embla in the maze. We got that. Success, success. Exploring the grounds. Twilight meeting. Okay.
Thank you for following.
Wow. Thank you for the follow, Empty Quiver 59. Hope you're having a great night. Wait. Oh wait. Would you say Lyra was the kitchen leave? I didn't mean to do that. I keep hitting tab. Okay. Go pet the dog. Pet the doge. All right. What's over here? In this area. Nothing. Nothing? Okay. Yeah. You were the one in the way. Wait, what's down here? Have we explored fully the grounds? We got all the grounds explored. Oop. Turn that back on. Sorry, didn't mean to turn off your lights. Before you turn off the lights, let's get one thing understood. You plan to skulk around this place, you gotta do it good. Oh, just another guard. Thought it was like a cool dude, you know, just who hangs out in weird places. Where's this go? No, I wasn't wandering aimlessly around your place here. I was wandering with purpose, actually. Filling in my map, you know. Alright. There you are. If your nostalgia is appeased, the master will see you now. Yes, let's go to Cato. Very well, if it pleases you, the master's in his office. Just ahead. No problem, I got this, and you're ruining it, lol. Wait, what do you mean I'm ruining it? Not from spoilers, but because now I want the entire thing voice acted. I'm sorry. Look, I like doing voices. I'm sorry. Though the voice actors would probably do way better than I would. Thank you. A note, once you meet the master, things may move quickly and you may not have another chance to walk the grounds. Yes, I remember. It's great. Suppose you do, but I'll escort you nonetheless. A flicker of a smile plays across her face and she beckons you to lead the way. Exploring the grounds, quest completed. The opulence is faded, the shadows longer. Clearly, much has changed since the last time you were here. Try to remember how long it's been. It's been years, perhaps decades, since you were here. Not since your father was the house arms master. Not since... You must have your wits about you, and perhaps now is not the time to dwell on painful memories. Not since your father's exile. You were no more than 12 when you were driven from the household. Hard were the years that follow. The mercenary life is bloody and unforgiving. Those years stole your childhood, and eventually they took your father too. But your father had always insisted, to his dying breath, that his failure had been his own, that he had gotten the fate he deserved. The memories are painful nonetheless. Memories. Flanking the doorway are two marble statues. The craftsmanship is stunning, but the sight of the two women depicted fills you with sadness. Examine them. One you recognize immediately, Valeria Baron, the mistress of the house. You remember her as a gray ghost, absent and unwell. The other statue depicts the girl you once knew so well, Embla Baron, daughter of the house, and now a woman grown strong and clear-eyed. Her likeness has none of her mother's cowed timidness. How is Mistress Valeria some days? The mistress is vacationing in the countryside, Lyra answers curtly. And what of Embla? Lyra's eyes flicker ever so slightly. We should hasten to Master Baron. He's long been impatient to see you. Oh, that's not good. Does that mean I can't go down the corridors? Alright, fine. Wait, he's in the office. Do we have a map? Is there a map? No? Okay. Is this the office? There's a bunch of stuff to the side there. Cato Baron sits tall in a tasteful but modest reception room. He looks less imposing than you remember, and with a few more crow's feet. Nonetheless, he's lost none of his composure or air of casual authority. You take a seat across a formidable desk from him. This study, like the rest of the villa, is half-lit, giving a morose cast to its opulence. The older man's face creases into a tired but genuine smile, which momentarily lifts some of the room's oppressive mood.
It is a mercy to see you again. You're your own woman and in your prime,
Cato says before a frown consumes his smile.
It's just a shame our reunion is overshadowed by the fates of those we love. But perhaps, together, we can yet improve our collective circumstances.
So you know my father is dead. Cato leans forward, hands clasped beneath his chin.
I shan't deny it. I was saddened to hear of his passing. Despite everything, I remember him fondly.
No, I'm not gonna. No need to dwell on the past. Cato's caught off guard for a moment before letting out a deep breath.
Then the years have bestowed you with wisdom. I am glad, for it has forsaken the House of Baron.
Why have you called me here?
Embla is missing.
Cato's voice quivers momentarily, betraying his stoic features.
Now I beg of you, Zarya, help me find my daughter. Help her return home where she belongs.
What happened to her?
She left without notice a week ago. From the scant clues we had, we believe she boarded a ship bound for one of the outer isles, Idra. She went of her own free will. At the time, I thought little of it.
Cato begins to glower.
Since then, however, there have been reports. Grave ones.
Reports?
No word has left Idra in days. Rumor has it even the Imperial Augurs are in the dark. I know not how this touches the fate of my daughter, but she must be returned to me, one way or another.
Any ideas why she left?
Something has been building in her for years. An aptitude of sorts. But I suspect you already knew. In any case, it's grown much stronger lately, and drives her in ways I cannot understand. I suspect she is looking for answers.
An aptitude?
An aptitude of the worst kind. It does not spring from canonical imperial praxis. Instead, it comes from elsewhere. It is the kind the Empire does not suffer to exist. I hope it's only answers that she seeks.
And why Idra?
Why, indeed. There's little on the island save the port of Horin. If Idra was her destination, she must have landed there.
Warren.
Yes, an old imperial port, and home to a few hundred whalers, traders, and the occasional smuggler. We can only speculate as to what drew her there, but it's our only lead.
How can I help her?
Hire mercenaries, travel to Idra, and begin your search in the port of Horin. From there, I trust you to do what needs to be done. Spare no cost, just bring back my daughter.
Mercenaries?
Yes, if nothing else, the port will be dangerous enough. That is why I've summoned Roland Grey-Eye to meet me. A crude but effective sellsword that I've made good use of before. He shall accompany you on this task.
Roland Grey-Eye?
The man is a grizzled veteran. He may have slowed with age, but his experience and reliability more than make up for it. He's also much respected by similar men, and so will be instrumental in hiring a reliable crew.
We'll take it into consideration. Cato shows you his upturned palms, beseeching.
I know this thing I ask of you is fraught with danger, but this is your chance at improving your fortune, materially and in honor. What say you?
I accept for Embla's sake, very well for my family's name. I'll do it for the gold. What makes you think I care? Ooh, that's harsh. Let's do it for Embla. Embla seemed like we were friends, so I'm gonna go for, I'll do it. I accept for Embla's sake. Cato smiles softly, visibly relieved, and for a moment he looks like the man you remember.
Have you any final questions or matters to discuss? Time is, as I'm sure you appreciate, of the essence.
Let's just get on with it. Cato stands with poorly concealed effort.
And Zarya,
You stand and meet his great gaze.
return her to me. There is no other outcome of this affair.
Shake his hand and leave. Chapter 1. Hey, shores of Idra. Alright, so now we're back in the water. Back in the water again. We just got off a boat that crashed into the Kraken. Is there a shore somewhere? Ah, there we go. Slowly, you drag yourself from the cold water onto the relative safety of the solid rock. You try, and fail to stagger forwards as exhaustion washes over you in a great black wave. Oblivion takes you before you hit the rocky ground. You're awoken by the cacophonous cries of gulls circling you. Mine. No, sorry. Your body is a mass of pain and exhaustion, covered in 1,000 cuts and scrapes. The large white birds gather around you in eager anticipation. What a magnificent feast your bloated corpse would make. Not today, birds. Minutes or perhaps hours pass as you lay unmoving, trying desperately to will some warmth back into your body. Finally, you manage to force your eyes open. By some miracle, you are not only alive, but you find yourself on the shores of the cursed island of Idra. Strewn about you is the wreckage of the Zephyr. You see no other survivors. Lest you find equipment and companions soon, you may have cheated death in vain. Your character is critically injured. This means you have taken enough damage to reduce both your vitality and wounds. Boo! Hiss. The green bar under your character's portrait represents your vitality score. Vitality is a buffer to your wounds, and as long as you have vitality left, you won't take serious wound damage. Vitality is easily lost and easily regained. Potions and healing magic restore vitality, even during combat. The second purple bar represents your wounds. Losing wounds is much more serious than losing vitality. Reaching 0 wounds means your character falls unconscious. Wounds can also be recovered by resting or leveling up. Try to avoid taking wound damage at all costs. Whenever you take wound damage, you gain an injury condition, as indicated by the icon on the portrait. Injuries confer serious penalties to your character and can only be removed by resting. A party full of injured party members has its combat effectiveness severely reduced. Making camp and resting is the surest way to restore an injured character. Note that resting is not possible in every location, so plan accordingly. You can also rest at inns when you find them. Whoa, chill. Oh, E is inventory. Nice to know that. Okay. What's in the crate? A glass bead. Sure, we'll take that. All right, sweet. Do we still have? No, we lost everything. Man, that kind of sucks, man. I want to. Oh, that's not shift. I want to kind of know what's in that console, though. Like, are there commands I can be using to, like, do stuff? Is it cheaty commands, or are they, like... Can I cross this? Oh, I guess I can. Not to much avail. How do I get over here? Oh, chill. What's in here? Hey, gold, another glass bead, and old shears. Never know when you can use some shears, that's for sure. What's in this one? Hey, attunement tonic. All right. We're just looting the ship piecemeal, aren't we? Piece by piece, we'll get this. Oh. Wading out of the freezing surf, you lose your footing on the slick stones and fall heavily to the ground. There's a sudden blur of movement in the corner of your eye, and as you frantically try to get your feet, you slip again. Standing above you on a large rock is a young woman dressed in nautical guild livery. Wet, auburn hair clings to her face in the cold wind. Maggie's balls! I was sure I was the only one to make it ashore! The woman leaps from the rock and helps you back on your feet. Looking you up and down, she fetches a wineskin from her belt and offers it to you. The skin is nearly empty, save for a last mouthful of brandy. You drink it down greedily, and slowly you feel a modicum of warmth creep into your bones. You recognize the young woman's face. She must have served on the Zephyr. What's your name? Katjana's my name. The crew calls me Kat. Or rather, they did, I suppose. She looks up and down the beach with a furrowed brow. Listen, you have to get up. We need to get off this beach before you freeze, or worse. Worse? There's something wrong about this place. Can't you feel it? Like a taste in your mouth. And there are beasts. Huge sea creatures I ain't never seen afore. I saw them dragging the dead crewmen into a cave west of here. At least I hope they were dead. Kat shudders. What do you suggest? We need supplies and shelter first. There might be a salvage to be had among the wreckage on the beach. I also think I spotted the chimney of a house just north of the cliffs. A warm fire and some food would go a long way. Kat offers you her hand and drags you to your feet. She looks pensively towards the west. Also, as I said, there's a cave west of here. I think the crabs dragged off most of the corpses there. But what if they're not all dead? Might be other survivors like you and me. What's more, there's a chance one of the officers was carrying the seal when the boat sank. If we can find it, the Nautical Guild would give anything to have it returned to them. Seal? Captain Seal. It's a medallion of sorts that is carried on every guild vessel. It's not just for show either. They say the seals are forged by the Magi and that they have secret powers, but I don't know nothing about that. All I know is the guild pays well to have one returned if a ship is ever lost. It's always worn by one of the officers, but I don't think the captain had it on him when the fight broke out. Might have been the first mate was carrying it, and I think he was still alive when the ship sank. So I would say that cave to the west is where we should start looking. You ready to go? I have some questions first. There'll be plenty more time for that once we get off the beach. Are you ready? Sure, let's go. Good. I found this bow in the cargo crate. We best find you a weapon too as soon as possible. I suspect we'll need it before long. Together you begin to move off the beach and towards whatever darkness dwells in the island's interior. Alright, hold on. We got weapons now? Nope. What is this? Poor arrow. That's one poor arrow. Trinket. Okay. We got thieves' tools, though. She has a club, a bow. What is that? Checkered tunic. Oh. And some more poor arrows. 19 of them. Oh, I see. Okay. Alright. Hit the wrong button again. I'm gonna keep hitting that wrong button, I'm telling you. The west is the other way, right? Right? Left is west, east is right. Isn't that how that normally works? Who's that guy? Should we find him? Wait, we have levels to get. We should probably do our levels first, huh? Character. Cat reaches level 2, vitality +3. For the first time in your life, you are overcome with a sense of purpose. The path ahead will undoubtedly be difficult, but you are certain it is one you are supposed to take. What is she? What is Cat? She's a thief. Ooh, we have got a thief now. In that bag. That's pretty good. Trade craft, backstabber, increased backstab, light weapons, and thievery. Alright, so give her some thievery. Give her some light weapon stuff. And give her some tradecraft. She needs 3 ranks. 1 rank increases thievery, 3 increases stealth. 1 is light weapon finesse, 3 is light weapon accuracy. We need that backstabber. I'm sorry, we do need that backstabber. You need to be backstabbedly. And then increased stealth might be handy. I don't know if it's gonna be handy right now, though. Light weapon finesse, light weapon. What's light weapon accuracy? +1 hit with light weapons. What's finesse then? Crit bonus. Oh, okay. And what's precise strike? Or accuracy. Okay. So if we get 3 ranks of this, she'll be able to hit. Okay, now she can hit things. Wait, what are these? Backstab initiate, mobility initiate, light armor use, increased stealth, thievery expert. Shoot, we have 3 points left. Piercing damage? +1 piercing damage bonus. So we could do 1, 2, which gives me increased stealth here. Ooh, hide in combat sounds cool. You can backstab again? That's cool. And then we'll give you 1 here to do the increased stealth. Okay. We'll do that, and then we have a level up. Here. Attributes, no. Feats. I've reached level 2, +2 vitality, +4 attunement. Oh, it's the same thing. Same text, though. Okay. We have 3 points only. We got all that we can get there. We got all we can get there and there. We can get more fire things so we can get more combat-y. Or we can have someone touch my reticulum, which is naughty, naughty. Or we can do one of these other things. Increased lore, increased attunement, 6 ranks. Oh, at 4 ranks we get new spells. So we can put it all here and get a new spell. If I get anything, I think I want the blink and mark of blurring. This blink gives me lesser invisibility, right? Which gives me invisible tag. Lasts until start of next turn. So it's very short. Blink is very short, okay. And this makes me blurred, so it makes it harder for them to hit me, right? +2 dodge, yeah. Or we can go earthy and make everybody tired. 4 attribute points. 15 though for shockwave, man, that's hellacious. What's how much attunement? I have 29 attunement? Okay. So that means I can do shockwave twice and that's it? Alright, what's here? Down here. You know. 5 ranks. Oh, there's other tier. I'm a dumb head. I'm a dummy head. I didn't realize there was more tiers. Tier 2. Blinding Bolt. Targets anywhere adds lesser blindness, -6 agility, -1 agility, -6 awareness, and blindness. Blindness cannot use or be affected by spells or ability that require them to see. Ooh, purge invisibility. Oh, we can take invisibility off of things. Okay. What do we get? Mark of invisibility? Targets, so I can make people invisible. Mark of haste. Greater haste. +4 movement lasts until the end of combat. That's better than blink, because it lasts until the end of combat. Oof. Alright, what else we got here? What do we got here then? Mass lethargy, so we can do it to everyone. Stone skin, that's defensive. And giant insect. That could be useful. Alright, so what is fire? Alright, let's see what fire has in the Searing Lash, or fire resistant, summon Magmite. Magma. 25, target summons one of the fallen creatures, a Magmite. I don't know if a Magmite's good or bad. You know, like, is that a good thing to summon? It could just suck. Breath of the Ancients. Target all opponents and allies in the cone area. 6 to 12 magical damage. Inferno. I hate that all the fire spells target both allies and enemies. I mean, you're just killing everybody out there. Like, at least Magic Missile, I can target one person and no one else gets hit. Lightning Strike, I can hit only one person. See, like, these are Thunderclap. Targets all opponents. See, only enemies get hit in the air spells. Lesser blindness, deafened, mute, and stunned. That sounds good. I like that. So I see. You learn 2 new spells. All right, so we got 2 spells from here. If we put more in here, we can get tier 2 spells. We have Magic Missile and Steel Breath right now, right? Mark of Blurring would make me... The Mark of Haste is better. And then... I don't know if I need Purge Invisibility, but Blinding Bolt would be good. 10 Attunement, though. 6 Attunement. Blink is only 4. Blurring is only 4. Then I have to get the tier 3 to get Dispel Magic, which is probably going to be very useful. Lightning Strike is damn useful. Cascade 18. Poison Globe? Ooh. Drawing poison and stun. Targets all opponents. See, again, only enemies. Okay. Cool. So I think air is the best one if you just want to hit the bad guys and not have to worry about hitting your own. This one also only hits enemies. Shockwave. Enemies only. So only fire has a chance of hitting everyone. Can I take a point out? Can I like reset? No. Damn. Because all the fire ones hit everyone, right? This one targets all allies. Adds Fortified Will and Lesser Frenzy, but deals fire damage, or do they get... I don't know. Fireball hits everyone. Yeah, I don't think I like fire. The only good ones sound like Flame of Fist, because you can target any opponent or ally adjacent to the caster, and then they take damage. I don't know why you'd want to hit your allies. Fire Warrior, that's probably a good one. Fortified Strength and Lesser Frenzy. Mark of Illumination. Illuminated. That's until end of combat can be removed. You can emit light. Okay. I don't know. We could go into fire and get those two, but I think it'd be better off getting blinding bolt and mark of haste at this point. Those stone skin would be useful. And I can do it to myself, right? +5 natural soak. Look at all those resistances too. That sounds pretty cool. Difficulty, difficult, very difficult. Shoot. I think I'm gonna go this first. Right? Oh, we need 4 ranks. Ugh. And we already have 1 rank here. So I guess this would make more sense, because then we get the 2 spells. We can get Blink, Mark of Blurring, Blinding Bolt, Mark of Haste, Purge Invisibility. We want Mark of Haste, and I guess Blinding Bolt? You know what? Mark of Blurring. Because we can cast Mark of Blurring on other people too. Alright, so I'm full hit points, she's full hit points. Who's this dude? I guess we're about to find out. A lanky man with skin like sun-dried leather stares slack-jawed at you. He's dressed in rags with a wide-brimmed hat and a large bundle of scraps slung over his shoulder. The Basilow's eyes deceive him? More ghosts? Or did the sea spit you back out alive? Not many of that lucky. Your eyes fall on the crude spike club that hangs on his belt. Who are you? Basilow makes his living picking out what the mother of maelstroms does not swallow. And it's been rich pickings as of late. Crates and barrels and even the old fleshy morsel. The man bears a row of blackened teeth and what you assume is a smile. Rich pickings. Listen here, Basil has a proposal for you. The man smiles greedily in anticipation. Sure is bursting with bounty today. Man can make a fortune if he sets his mind to it. But yet, no need for Basilow to risk his hide. You seem fit enough. I know I've got coin. I'll buy whatever you bring me. Might even have a piece or 2 to sell if you're interested. Just beware them clippers. Clippers? Aye, crabs and critters and such, growing large and strange this time of year. Get your leg in the clippers and they'll lob it right off. So you best be careful. But not to worry, Basilow's always given them the laugh. Even when he was wee. Must have been just as big back then, though it doesn't really feel that way. The old man's brows furrow, and for a moment he's lost in deep thought. In any case, Basilow will be warming his bones up at the old abandoned farmhouse right behind us. Find me there. Wait, I had some questions. Not out in the cold. Find Basilow up by the farmhouse. Might even have some soup cooking for you. The man sleeks off into the fog, heading north. As his form dissolves into nothingness of the mist, you can hear him muttering to himself excitedly. Okay, so we can get stuff if we find stuff for Basilow. You spotted some. Ooh, okay. Maybe Basilow. Oh yes, a crude cutlass, crude. All right, so we got all this stuff. Yay, items. Go back into inventory. I don't have a weapon yet, right? I guess I can't use these things. I can use a club though. So give me a club. I don't need arrows. Put the arrows out. I don't even have a bow, so that's not really gonna do me anything. Can you take... You can use these. Let's give you a cutlass instead of that stupid club there. Alright, cutlass is -1 accuracy. They're both -1 accuracy. That's 2 to 5 damage. This is 3 to 5. Crit 2. So this is better. Alright, so yeah, keep that cutlass. Cool. Alright. Alright. Doesn't look like we can go anywhere else that way. So I guess we're going back. Towards the west, right? Is that what he said? That's what she said. But I don't see any cave. Oh. Here we go. Spotted something. Who's this guy? Sailor's corpse. He has a regular hand axe, a checkered tunic, and gold. More gold and a glass bead. All right, let's see what else we got here then. Clothing. Rags. All right, let's put on some better clothes then. 2 to 5. All right, so is that better? No, what was it? It's better accuracy, but less crit, less damage. Oh, I like how it shows the verses there. Okay, cool. 2 to 5 versus 3 to 5. But it's better accuracy, so I'm thinking you get to hit more often, so I'm gonna leave it with the axe. I think that's better. And that's not the button. Alright. That's a big fish. Oh look, we spotted something else. What's in here? A ration. We're gonna need that. You can climb the wall ahead. Athletics. Cat must roll. Oh, leave. Hold on. I forgot she's leading right now. What is her athletics? She has a 3 athletics, which is better than mine, right? Because I only have a 1? Yeah, okay. Do we want to climb the wall? Oh, we wanted to go to the cave. What's that? Yarn? Spin me a yarn! Uh-oh. The stench of rotting flesh fills your nostrils. Ahead of you, grotesquely misshapen crustacean horrors feast greedily on the corpses of the dead crew of the Zephyr. Blasted horrors! Cat spits through gritted teeth. What manner of force has spared these creatures? Has spawned these creatures? Spared, not spawn. Alright, so they're up there. Let's stealth it up. Alright, so we looted that. The cave must be up here. Can we shoot them from here? I mean, we're going to be walking right at them, so it's... Steel thyself. Nope, we'll stay right where we are. Begin combat. Alright, me first. We're gonna cast a spell. We're gonna cast Mark of Haste on her. Oh, I can't do it by the portrait? Boo. Mark of Greater Haste. Okay, now she gets to go. She has a bow. Shoot those little frackers. Miss. I thought haste would make her so she could move faster. Is that not how haste works? Mark of Haste. Greater Haste. +4 movement. It's just movement. There's no attack bonus on that. Okay. Okay. Mark of Blurring. Steel Breath. Swarm of Gnats. Swarm of Summon Vermin. Let's put a vermin right here. Get him, rat boy! Yeah! Alright. Mark of Blurring, Mark of Haste. Steel Breath, Magic Missile. I'm gonna Magic Missile that one. Cool. Cascade. Those are locked. Swarm of Gnats I can do. Do Mark of Blurring on her. Backstab, nice. Go, Ratty, go! I don't think I can do much else. Mark of Blurring and Swarm of Gnats. Swarm of Gnats. Natty powers! Shoot at it! Backstab! Look at that! Victory! Sweet, sweet victory. We get chitin. Hey, why don't we get crab meat? Damn it, I wanted crab meat. This is the cave, huh? Is there a save? Can we save it here? Save. Empty. Save. Okay. What time is it? It's 11:13. Oh man, we're at the end here. All right, now we're in the cave. We don't have a lantern. Shoot. That's not well for us. No lantern. We got yarn. We got a ration. No lantern. That sucks. That Mark of Illumination would do really well now. Too bad I ain't getting no Mark of Illumination. That'd have been great. All right. Eons worth of the sea's ravage upon the land has given birth to this cave. From its depths, a stench of seaweed and rotting flesh rises. So foul is it that it feels like some evil entity attempting to force its way through the pores of your skin into the core of your being. Why not the vomit? 2d6 plus 2. I need an 8 or higher. Of course. Go, go, go! Alright, 11! We didn't vomit! You bring glory upon thine ancestors. Stealing your resolve, you manage to calm your breathing. Though the stench persists, you manage to push the image of foul things in the darkness, feasting on the spilling entrails of swollen sea corpses from your mind. You carry on into the darkness. Darkness. There's something ahead. Actually, she should lead. She's the stealthy one. Oh damn, look at all those. There's one there, one there, one there. We'll go back, you know, it's nice. Is that the only way to go? Oh, we can we get those? Cave chilled. I don't even know what that is. Wait, what is that? Yeah, what is cave child? It's a mushroom. Small pinkish mushroom that is sometimes found in caves. Though eating it will cause acute vomiting, it is valuable alchemical agent when properly used. Oh. So we can sell it then? Is that what you're saying? Sellable, yeah? Uh-oh. Can we go back into stealth? Steal thyself. Nope. Alright. I'm gonna deploy me here. Thank you. Look at all those. That looks horrible. Begin combat. You need to go with your axe and slam a dam. Oh man, do I even have anything? Ooh, I have an attunement tonic. That'll help. Now I can give you stuff. Mark of Blurring on you, so you don't take too much damage. And a cascade. Ooh, I love it. Wait, can we? We can't. Okay, spells. What does Steel Breath do again? Fearful, Disrupted, and Mute. 10 attunement. That's only 4 for blurring, 6 for haste, 5 for magic missile, 3 for gnats, and 10 for vermin. Okay. How much do we have? 29 right now? 20 right now? Alright, so we need vermin though. Give me some vermin to go here. Ooh, crab against crab. Look at this. We're crabbing it up. Alright, strike him. Strike him down. Alright. Magic missile. Injured leg. We do it again. Magic missile. Damage torso. We killed it. Alright. Kill that one. Yeah! Wait, you weren't supposed to move. Alright, all I can do is hit. Wait. Oh no. Yeah, hit the one in front of me. That's a critical hit. Hit it. Hit it. Critical backstab. Panic ended. Shoot. Well, I can't do much of anything else. I'm gonna defend. Where's defend? Defend. And then you go hit it. Yeah. Defending ended. Defend again. I guess I can move over here so I can get towards the loot. Good job. Good job, everybody. Good job. Good job, Krabby. We get more chitin. I don't know what we're gonna do with all this chitin. Oh, it didn't matter. Alright, what's in here? A lantern! Hey, we need one of those. We need a lantern. Lanterns are good. Especially because they'll let me see. What's in the chest? Leave. You. What's in the chest? Pick it. You're a thief. Unlocked. Zang. Ooh. Poor padded armor, apron, and gold. Loot it all. Alright, some poor padded armor. You should put that on. There you go. Now you got some armor. Don't you feel better about yourself? An apron is clothing. Okay. What do I have? I have a crappy club. That's all I can use is a crappy club. At least my club is not crude, so that's better. Okay. Let the thief lead. Wait, what's her awareness, actually? Her awareness is only 2. Mine's better, right? You have better awareness. Alright, so let me lead. Old and ruined shipping crates litter this part of the cave. Only smugglers would use a place like this to store their goods. Perhaps there are other similar caches to be found on the outer isles. We missed a hole up there. Picked up rope. Bit of rope, man. Oh, we can go in the water. I don't know if that's a good idea. Large misshapen crabs emerge from the water all around you, and intentionally or not, the seemingly mindless beast lay in ambush for you. Oh crap. Oh crap. We've gone too far. We should have saved. Oh no, we're gonna die, man. We're gonna die. I don't have any. Alright, put me here. There we go. Begin combat. I just didn't want to be able to get attacked from 2 directions. Alright, hit it. Oh, you're behind me. That's why it didn't make sense. What do we have? Do I have anything? Oh, I do still have a moderate attunement tonic. I'll take that. And then now I can cast. Shoot. Just magic missile this guy. Mark of haste? Wait, no! I thought that was magic missile! I hate you. Damn it. That's magic missile. I just hasted the bad guy. I'm an asshole. Did that not hit him? I'm very confused right now. I'm bloodied. Oof. Magic missile. Oh, we're gonna die here. It's gonna be horrible. Hey, you killed one. You're doing all the work here. I'm just missing like nobody's business over here, so when you're done, can you just like come save me? Oh, we hit him. Oh, damn. I'm dead. You're dead. Okay, you have died. The dragon awakens. Reload a previous save. Load last save. Outside. Wait, was there no other better save? Was the autosave not better? Ooh, no, it's the same. Cool. Alright, well I guess that's a good place to end. Oh, well, we got a lot of good stuff too. I should have saved it right after we got all that good stuff. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Alright. But that is it for us tonight. And that is Skald against the Black Priory.